In this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 skills that'll have you mastering Miro in no time. Hi, my name is Logan Skis, and today I want to share with you the 3 things that are absolutely necessary for basic Miro. If your goal is to be able to build a venture map, document processes, or visualize aspects of your business on your own, then these are the things that should give you a good start. All right, so I've got a blank board started here. If you haven't yet heard of Miro, it's a virtual collaborative whiteboard, kind of like Google Docs. Now, go ahead and set yourself up an account, pull up a blank board, and this is what you're going to see. The 3 things that we're going to cover in this short video are text, we're going to cover notes, and we're going to cover. So let's go ahead and just kick it off to the basics. Now, navigating around a Miro board is kind of like Google Docs. If you look down at the right-hand side, you're going to see a percentage. Now you can open that up, or if you're on a keyboard, you can hit the M key. This can allow you to zoom in, and so similar to Google Maps, you are able to zoom in and out. It's an infinite whiteboard, so you can put an immense amount of objects inside. Most of what you'll use is a combination of these 3. When you're just beginning new ideas, typically post-it notes work best. Shapes and text make great combination, pulling in images, video, documents. But for today's purposes, we're going to look at this. So once you've got your base navigation complete, now I've got the pointer on. You can use the hand tool as well. You can use the space bar to click the glove and drag it around. So if you want to go to text, come over to the left toolbar, click T, drop it, and type. You can change the font, the weight, the size. You also can get pretty creative by selecting colors, even embedding codes. So you can push this to the limit. You can copy and paste text here. You can structure the text boxes in very specific ways. So there's a lot you can do with text itself. Notes are a great way to begin bringing ideas onto the board. So you can come over to the left-hand side, click Note or the N key. You'll be able to choose from colors and put notes down. You can simply shrink notes, expand them, make them wide or traditional square, and type. Something that a lot of people don't know that I've worked with for some time in Miro, get another note. So let's say we did this one and you want an additional note. A lot of times people will go back to the notes, click again, and it's not that big of a deal, but it does take some time. So what I would advise people doing is copying or duplicating it. So you can click Command or Control C and then V. So we copied and paste, Control Z there to undo. But a quick way is Command D. Now you notice if I've got a lot of text, and that works across all of this, so I can duplicate almost any object in Miro. But if I want a blank note, if I'm just on a roll, if you're double clicked inside the note and you do Command D, that will give you a blank duplicate. So that's a pro tip for you. Notes can be extremely effective, especially when they're combined with structures or shapes. Let's check out a shape. This is a quick rectangle. You can click the S key or come over here to this. For the record, you can reorganize your toolbar. Sometimes people come in and their toolbars don't look exactly like mine. Just click the 3 bottom dots. It'll give you additional options and you can restructure it to suit your workflow. But let's go ahead and start with a square that'll generally do pretty good. I'm going to demonstrate some of the capabilities here. So you have an outline capability, you've got thickness adjustment, opacity adjustment, and color. Let's go ahead and blank out that border and let's come into the fill. If you know Photoshop or Canva, this should be pretty easy transition for you, much less Figma or any sort of UX UI design platform. Now, one of the things we've found to be quite effective is overlapping shapes to create templates and digital architecture, so you can get pretty creative with the types of things that are produced in Miro just by combining these 3 elements. So based on the needs of what you're producing, we can do that. And let's say you found a color that you really like just by overlapping that. One thing that I like to do is I'll come in here, duplicate the size that I want, come in, click the fill, go to 100%, click plus, dropper, click. Now you've got this exact color without the opacity. So that's a way to be mindful on the objects. When you start getting into larger boards and you're at that 10,000 plus object mark, it can slow your computer down. So you want to be efficient in terms of object placement. Now you've noticed 3 objects, 3 tools, I guess you could say, inside of Miro. Each of them can be used in a lot of different ways. We can overlap them, we can work with them together. Let's see, let's call this 1. And we got notes. Selecting all of these by holding the command key, we can go white and we can ask questions. So, prompt one, etc. So you can combine these things like so. Another interesting sort of approach here is doing this and staging notes. So you're bringing people into a workshop. You've got notes staged. Maybe we go with turn this white. Come on in here. Go white 10%. Shrink it down. I'm holding the option key there to constrain to center as I pull it in. And then you could have a workshop space. So you could do prompt one. This is a classic prompt. Tell the story of a time when you of a great team experience. A great team experience you've before. Something like that can be really. Maybe we just go full width. Pull this over to here. Get rid of these. Now I see these notes and I'm thinking maybe we want them to all be stacked. We can go like that, pull them apart, have them staged. So my hope is that by just showing you a little bit of a visual development workflow, you can see I basically have the beginnings of a workshop space. Now I can bring people into this board by just sharing, right? YouTube, Foundations, demo, and give people the copy of the link, just like a Google Doc, bring them in. We could be on a video call in here and they could be moving their cursor around. We could be doing it with them and facilitating the workshop and helping them do that. There's an infinite options available to you. Those are the 3 essential skill sets for Miro to get you started in building out your own boards, being a workshop facilitator in a remote environment, or building out your venture map. If I'm on a 90-day journey to build a venture map from scratch, a long way to go. This is just day 2. You got to know your tools before you really begin. So I wanted to ensure anyone following along with this journey got a chance to see me document the 3 core essential skills for being successful in the Miro environment. In my next video, I'm going to start showing you how I build out some of the bases of a great venture map. So, for example, this is one of the venture maps we're working in currently. This is one of those monstrous boards with well over 10,000 objects. We've got an immense amount of detail present in this board. Everything from our sales funnel to core processes, business objectives, finances, marketing, team alignment, and culture. It's robust and a lot of fun to work in. So we can zoom all the way in and see details on our traffic channels through to our nurture sequences, conversion point, fulfillment. That's for the next video though. That's all the time we got for now. I hope you found value in the top 3 Miro skills, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.